All right, I am back with a brand new update. Now, today's going to be kind of a different update. I will have another DC update later today, but I wanted to get an MCU update out here. I have a lot of people on my channel ask me, what do I think of the MCU? And this video is going to go through my feelings on the MCU and where I feel on how I feel where it is today versus where it used to be and where I think it's going forward. And at the end of this, I'm going to talk about the Marvels trailer that came out earlier or late last week or over the weekend and my thoughts on that as well. First of all, you guys, and don't expect me to do MCU updates all the time, but as shows come out and other things happen, I may be inclined to review them and maybe do updates once in a while, but Marvel is not my passion. Growing up, I read some Hulk comics and some Spider-Man comics, but that was the extent of it. Never read any other characters in the MCU. To me, I just didn't care about those characters. I was a DC guy through and through. But the movies started coming out, and I really enjoyed the movies. I thought the first set of films that they did were really good. I did not like the first Captain America movie. I thought it was too campy. But then the second one came out, and the second film is by far my favorite Marvel film. It is a perfect 5-star film. That is a phenomenal movie. I wish all superhero movies were modeled after Captain America 2 Winter Soldier. I adore that film to no end. I think it is phenomenal. Since then, they haven't been able to keep up with the quality, in my eyes. I think the quality has started to wane. They went more goofy with everything. If you look at every sequel, Thor 1 was serious, Thor 2, you go into Thor 3 and Thor 4, and they just get goofier and sillier as time goes on. And that's not what I'm looking for. I don't want something campy or silly. Now, I did like Guardians of the Galaxy 1 a lot. It is my second favorite Marvel film. And then after that, probably Ant-Man 1 was my third favorite. And after that, it really doesn't matter because all the films seem to be cookie cutter to me. I did enjoy Endgame, especially the very ending. I thought it was phenomenal when everybody came back. But not really my jam. It's not really my thing. I enjoy the movies, but that's it. Now, the stuff on Netflix was phenomenal. I watched all of the shows on Netflix, and I enjoyed all of them. I thought Daredevil was incredible. I even liked Iron Fist, especially Season 2. I wish we would have gotten a Season 3. I watched all the shows on Netflix, and those were all incredible. Those are the types of shows that I enjoy. I like the more serious tone. I liked how they took those characters seriously. Then everything moved over to Disney Plus, and then Disney Plus came out. And, you know, with the shows on Disney Plus, I've only watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier all the way through, and I don't even remember the storyline. It was completely forgettable. Completely forgettable. I remember there were some political factions, and I don't even remember what really happened. It was just completely forgettable. It wasn't very good. I've started Loki. I've gotten 3 episodes in, never gone back to finish it. I started She-Hulk, got 2 episodes in, couldn't finish it. I saw the Moon Knight, and I did read some new Moon Knight comics when I was a kid as well. Moon Knight, I watched the whole thing, but it was kind of a cop-out with the way they did the action. Anytime Moon Knight was Moon Knight, they would say he doesn't have any memory of what he did. It was a cheap way of not having to do the special effects on the fight scenes. Story was interesting, but I did get through that one. Hawkeye, I started, got 3 episodes in, haven't gone back. These shows to me are subpar. They're not very good. They're nothing like what Netflix was doing. Disney's all now about quantity, not quality. Didn't even watch the Miss Marvel show. I had no interest. Like I said, I couldn't even get through She-Hulk. I'm probably going to have to go back to watch She-Hulk because it's going to tie into Daredevil coming back, which I think is a shame that I'm going to have to sit through the rest of it just to get the whole storyline. Then they had the trailer come out for The Secret Invasion or whatever it is. I don't remember the exact name of the title of the show, but I am looking forward to that one, and it does have Nick Fury in it, and I will watch that. If it's done seriously, I'll give it a shot, but if it's not done seriously, the problem with all these shows is they're campy. They're just not very good. They're cookie cutter. They're not bringing anything new to the table. It doesn't help the genre in any way. And then we had this Marvel's trailer come out the other day, and I see people online some people just gush over it. Others don't think it's very good. I'm in that camp. I have absolutely no interest whatsoever in seeing Marvels. It was nothing but joke after joke after joke after joke. And they're turning everything into silly, lighthearted, and that's not what I'm looking for as an adult in my superhero films. I want them to be taken seriously. Marvel has come a long way since, Captain America started, since Iron Man started. They've gone down with quality. They had a couple of peaks, but most of them have been valleys. And I don't see that changing. Right now, Disney is entrenched in identity politics, and they're entrenched in going into what people call the woke road, basically. They're going down this whole thing where they're ignoring what made them popular in the first place in hopes of bringing in a different group of people to carry them going forward, which is causing their stock, their quality, their prices to just plummet. But they're entrenched in this. If you've seen my Disney updates, you'll see that it's the same thing there as well, that they are just, they're pushing an agenda. It's not about telling the best stories they could tell. It's about representation and identity politics. And I don't like that. Nobody likes that. If it's done properly, it's okay. And it's not usually done properly. It's usually shoehorned in there that they're saying, well, okay, we're going to have this person be this. We want a person of color or a female, and then we're going to build the story around that. It's not, let's build the story and then have these characters in there. That's not what it is. It's more about the identity politics than it is the actual story itself. I hope the DCU has not been that way just yet, but it could go in that direction. But we'll see going forward. If there are shows that I do watch on Disney Plus, I will review them. If there are certain aspects of the MCU you guys would like me to cover, I am open to that. But it's not my jam. It's not where my passion is. My passion is DC, Indiana Jones, Star Wars. Those I have passion for. The MCU, I could take it or leave it. I enjoy what's good. I don't like what's not good, and have no interest to see stuff that's not going to be good out of the gate. So hopefully that kind of clears up where I stand on the DC or on the Marvel stuff, but I am always going to be reviewing the DC stuff, good or bad. And trust me, I have an update coming later today. There's some things that went down yesterday that I do want to talk about on an update, and there was one thing in that video I do need to make a correction on. But man, people come into those comments and they just, they'll come after you, which is funny. I find it funny, and I'm not going to react to people who come after me. I will tell you that right now. I will, if I say something wrong or I was mistaken on something, I will admit it. But I don't need people to come and tell me that I need to correct my videos. That I don't put up with. My videos are what they are. It is my review channel. They are my feelings. I'm going to bring the news as well as my take on things. And that's what I'm at. That's who I am. So if you're into that, stick around. There's plenty coming up. But if that's not your jam, then you're welcome to go to other channels that are going to gaslight you. I will never gaslight people. All right, I do appreciate the support. If you haven't already, like the video, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you will be notified as I have new videos go up.